Hello students, welcome in Google Classroom. I am your maths teacher. Today we are going to learn about organization of data. As we all know, data is a collection of facts like numbers, measurements, etc. So there are two types of data. First type is primary data. Primary data is nothing but if the data is collected directly from the source, then such a data is called primary data. And the second type of data is secondary data. If the data is already collected by another person or organization, then such a data is called as secondary data. Now we have learned two types of data. Now we are going to see what does it mean by raw data. Raw data is sometimes called source data. This is the data has not been processed for use. Now let's see what does it mean by organization of data and why organizing data is very important. As we all know, data is collected for some definite purpose. But if the data is raw, it is not easy to draw any conclusion from it. So, understanding and analyzing the data will be easier when it is organized. Now, let's take an example. A case of collecting information about the favorite fruit of students of a class. This list provides us information of 30 students and their favorite fruit. Here, by this list, we understand that Abhishek likes apple, Brijesh likes orange, Chandan likes banana, and so on. But this list is not enough to understand or to find the number of students that likes a particular fruit. So, this list is not organized in the proper manner. Here, this data which is given in the list is not organized. So, it is called as raw data or it is also called as source data. From the list, it was not easy to find the number of students that likes a particular fruit. So, put a mark which means one small straight line against the fruit to represent one student who chose to that particular fruit. After putting a mark which means a small straight line against the fruit to represent one student who chose to that particular fruit. But still this data is not easily understandable because every time we have to count number of lines and then we get number of students. Therefore, to make it more understandable and easy, we have to make a group of 5 marks. So, the fifth mark in a group of 5 marks should be used as a cross, as shown in the table. These are tally marks. Like this, we will get the table of organized data. Like this, we can represent any type of data by using tally marks. In this example, we already know that the class is of 30 students. Therefore, addition of second column should come 30. If both the numbers are same, then we can say that our data is organized properly by using tally marks.